morning, Kanye. Hey, I don't know if you guys are getting into a relationship or are in a relationship right now, but because I went through a relationship like 8 months ago, I've had enough post nut clarity sessions to realize and understand why my relationship failed. And I'd say that I've pretty much gotten fully over my breakup, but I just wanted to reflect on, the issues and what happened in order to prevent something like that happening in the future. And maybe prevent that happening for one of you, perhaps. Maybe not. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was communication. I was personally like the type of person who would want to talk to my partner like 24/7. You know what I'm saying? 365. Bro, seriously, I would be like a hemorrhoid on a butthole, bro. I would try to talk to her every single day. And at the beginning of our talking stage, we did. We talked every single day, like almost all day. And then once we got into a relationship, it sort of fell off because she was getting really busy and stuff like that. And it's not her fault that she was busy and couldn't talk to me. But because I wanted to talk to her so much, the first thing that I did was I talked to my friends who were in a relationship at that time, right? And I was asking them for advice. I was like, yo, y'all in a nice relationship, you feel what I'm saying? I want that. So like, how y'all get that shit? Like, tell me the secrets, you feel what I'm saying? And they were like, number one, communication is key, right? Communication is probably the most important part of any relationship, regardless of if it's romantic or if it's platonic, right? You got to be able to talk and tell your emotions to the other person. You feel what I'm saying? If you can't do that, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck is a relationship about, man? Especially in a romantic one. Like, why are you in a relationship if you can't talk to your partner? Stupid. So I was like, bro, you right, bro. You right. And so I called her up one day. I was like, listen, I'm like not happy with how things are going right now. You feel what I'm saying? And seeing that you're very busy, like, I want to talk to you about you talking to me less. And so she was like, yeah, I know, but I'm like very busy and stuff like that. Like, I get that you're really busy and that's good. That's fine for you. But I would appreciate it a lot if you put in the effort to communicate with me more. You know what I'm saying? To talk to me more, to text me, to tell me what's going on in your day. Because at the time, she was not telling me anything about what was going on in her day and stuff like that. And, she's not obligated to, but it was something that I expected just from like a romantic partner. You know what I'm saying? Like to tell me things about what was going on and stuff like that. And when she doesn't do that for multiple days at a time, I was getting really worried. And so I told her, I was like, yo, hey, you feel what I'm saying? Like I told her about how I felt in that relationship, like how I wasn't really happy with her not being able to talk to me all the time. And then she said that, okay, I'll make an effort to talk to you more. You know what I'm saying? I'll make an effort to text you and call you. And then she did. And so the reason why my relationship failed at the end was our communication was really, really bad at the end. We would keep having this back and forth of like, I would ask her to talk to me more and like stuff like that. But hey, I'm gonna let that one slide. But as long as you can, put some more effort into the relationship, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, okay, I'll do that. And then she would do it for like a little bit and then she would fall off of it again. And I'd be like, yo, look, man, like you doing this again? You feel what I'm saying? That's one too many times. It's like a 3 strikes and you're out situation. The next thing that I wanted to bring up, time management. Time management is also a really important thing because you think that you can get into a relationship, but you really can't because you're so busy with all the things that you're doing. Now, it wasn't me who was busy. Hell, I was the freest person you could ever meet. I was sitting on my ass watching YouTube all day, playing Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, Max Town Hall 13, you know what I'm saying? Challenger 3. Meanwhile, she was extremely busy with work. She had other things that she had to do. And I knew that. I knew that going into the relationship that she was very busy. And yet she still didn't make enough time with me. And so I felt like I was worthless. You know what I'm saying? So let's say like I would ask her, and this is a true story, by the way. I asked her if she wanted to go see a movie. And she was like, okay, just let me know when you want to go. And I was like, all right, bet. Let's go this Saturday. She was like, can't. I got work. Monday. She was like, can't. I got work. I was like, Friday. If you can't do any other day, then you might as well do Friday, right? And she was like, no, I can't because I got like this graduation party that my friend is hosting and she invited me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, bro. Because at the time I was about to go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like I was about to go on vacation for a week. So I wouldn't see her for the next week. And so I went on vacation and then I came back. I would try to ask her to do something because we hadn't seen each other in a while, right? At that point, I think it's been like 2 weeks since we saw each other. And after I came back, I asked her if she wanted to hang out. And she was like, yeah, sure, let's hang out. And I'd be like, all right, let's go do this thing. And then she was like, oh, I can't. I got work. And my mom told me to do this. And I got to get ready for college. And I gotta do all this and that, right? And I was like, damn, bro. Like, this went on for 2 weeks straight after I got back from vacation. And so I was like, bro, if you want to be in a relationship, like, why can't you set the time to be in the relationship? And so that was the second reason why my relationship failed was because, number one, we weren't talking as much. And number two, she was so busy that, like, we might as well have not been in the relationship. Like, I might as well be a fan, bro. The last thing I wanted to talk about was my insecurity. You think that every other guy is essentially better than you. You know what I'm saying? Every other guy is better than you in terms of looks, in terms of physicality, in terms of intelligence, in terms of pretty much everything. This might vary for other people. She had a lot of guy friends. And because I had this insecurity, like I would just assume that every guy friend that she had was like some type of like a potential side hoe, whatever the fuck. And that was a horrible toxic mentality to have. And I still have that to this day. And I know that because in my most recent, like, I guess talking stage, I also had that issue. Like I also had that like realization come up to like, damn, she has a lot of guy friends. Like this could be like fucked up. Yeah, I think insecurity for me is one of the worst things for me personally. Just because like even when she would show affection, like I didn't think it was real, you know? Like at her prom, I went to her prom with her, right? Right. And at her prom, I was so insecure because she had so many guy friends, you know what I'm saying? And they're all like hella good looking, bro. Like seriously, all rich as fuck, bro. Went to a private school, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, damn, like I'm at the bottom of the barrel, bro. She's scraping for dimes, picking me up. Like the fact that she brought me to her prom, I was like a fucking hobo pulling up, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. Now, I was actually dripped out in the most luxurious of suits. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, I did feel really insecure that day. And when she held my hand as we were leaving the prom, like in my head, I was thinking like this isn't real. And your mind is like your worst enemy, bro. The people that be preying on your downfall the most is yourself, bro. And it was me. I was preying on my downfall, and that shit worked because I was telling myself like, oh, she doesn't really like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as good looking as she thought I was at the beginning, and so she got herself into this relationship, and now she's stuck in the relationship, and she doesn't want to hurt my feelings by leaving. And I was just having so many of these like intrusive thoughts that was like just telling me that she didn't actually like me. But just the fact that I was telling myself that all these negative things about my relationship, like it really like, I guess, manifested in real life. I was just thinking that she didn't like me. And so therefore I would treat her differently. And then because of that, she didn't like me. Something like that could have happened. And I don't know if that happened for sure, but it definitely could have been, you know, like a reality. Definitely could have been true. But yeah, those are the things that made my relationship fail. Hopefully you could take my failure and bring that to your own success. You feel what I'm saying? Use my failure to avoid it and then boom. But yeah, that's it.